Alright guys, Holiday Master here. Up next we got this Morbid Enterprise air balloon inflatable Tasmanian devil popping out of a pumpkin, I should say. So I don't remember if I did a video on this prior. Lucas had one. I may have done a video on it, I don't remember. But it's the one we put in the Easter egg. We did an Easter custom with his. With mine, I'm leaving it as is. I love Looney Tunes, you know. I love the custom idea that Lucas did, and it turned out really good. If I had something I could use, I would do it. But I left mine original, and I say it like that because I customized it. I mean, not cutting him out and putting him in a different inflatable. Everything's the same. The only thing I did to customize it is it is now a pop-out inflatable, or a pop-up inflatable, I should say. Hence why it has a bigger box, and I just cut the other box up and taped, just taped everything that I needed. That way I know what's in this box. But yeah, here it is. This thing was a week project, and what I mean by that is not weak as in not strong. It was just a week-long project. So I originally had the idea of throw a base fan on it, in the back without cutting holes and everything. I had an 80 on it. And then in the back side here, where there's a zip tie here and there's a zip tie there, I had cut a hole. Well, actually, no, I didn't. This is where it originally connected, because it connected here and it connected on the front. The front I sewed up that way it wasn't pulling fabric any which way. This was where it used to connect, so I didn't cut these holes, but I tried throwing an air diverter in there, and it just wouldn't work. Everything I tried, every angle, I've swapped and flipped and this and that. Went through all my zip ties actually just to figure something out with this, and it didn't work. Just not enough pressure. Even with it had 6 weights, not 4. I had 6 weights in this thing trying to get it, up and down. Did not work. So what I ended up doing was I threw a base fan in here, one of those old not whirlwind globes, rotating globes, one of the fans that are rounded with no lip so the lights won't catch on it. Threw it in here with a timer, and it works fabulous. I mean, I actually took 2 of the weights out because like a normal pop-up has 4 weights. It works beautifully with 4 weights, so I got it right where I want it. It has 4 C7s, 2 in tazz, 2 in the front of the pumpkin to light the face up. Movement, nice and smooth. The first one's a little rough until everything, gets situated. So the only thing is, it doesn't have string holders because the string holders were on tazz. So, I mean, they're still there. I didn't cut them off yet, but I'm going to. But it has 4 stake holders at the base. I am more than likely going to add string holders to the sides of the pumpkin, just in case. But for right now, this is what I got, and this is what I'm going to show you guys. So without further ado, let's say tazz will pop straight up first time around. I have to fix this too. I had to zip tie it first, but I gotta sew it. The only thing I don't like is how his head is shaped, and I say that because when he comes up, you won't be able to see his eyes. Like, you just see white. So if there was a way I could bring his nose down or tilt his head back somehow to show his eyes, it would be a lot better. But I want to point something out. Even before I animated this, the prototype is actually a little better. Prototype obviously is on the box. The stem doesn't really matter, but the prototypes is facing that way. The produced is facing this way. The eyes seem like they're lifted a little more, so you can actually see his pupils. And then on this one, his arms come around to the front. On the one that was made, even the one Lucas had, they're stitched on the side. So his arms have a funky, they have a funky placing. Which, I mean, for the pop-up now makes sense, but before they were stitched like that almost. So, a little bit that they changed. I wish they wouldn't have, but, you know, I'm not complaining. We got a Looney Tunes inflatable, which, until the newer Bugs Bunny, we hadn't had in years. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, the hand placement actually was kind of a blessing in disguise because of how it pops up now. So if I can figure out a way to kind of sew his head back to show his eyes, that's the only other issue I have with it. But again, right here I got to restitch this instead of a zip tie. Right here is where his tongue used to be stitched. You can see the little stitching there. Used to sit right there, but yeah. If you guys are probably wondering why I chose such a big fan on a little item, I mean, this thing is 5.5 feet tall, I believe, or 5 foot or something. It's pretty decent sized inflatable. I chose that powerful fan 2 reasons. The opening lip, well, actually 3 reasons. I already said the one. So the opening lip is about that wide. More air can leak out, giving it a better deflation for the pop-up animation. It's powerful, so it can come up fast. Tasmanian Devil is quick, so, you know, come up fast. And then the third reason, which I had already said, the lip isn't big enough for the lights inside Tazz to catch. So, it's like a win-win all around. So, I'll show you without the lights. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.